and ladies and gentlemen, and our children who are here. I can see you're already getting hungry. And you know I'm a pastor, we could kesha. Now, I want to say just a few things. I'll only take a few minutes. If God loves you very much, there are things He's going to give you. One of them is a listening ear. The other thing He's going to give you is a seeing eye. When you can be able to hear, you can hear the voice of the people, and the voice of the people is actually the voice of God. You can also see the suffering of the people, and by seeing the suffering of the people, your conscience is pricked so that you can change the conditions of the people. Now, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You have just heard from the truthful man. And the truthful man has a wife who also supports him to speak the truth. Because the moment you speak the truth does not have two colors. It has only one color. You cannot kill the truth. You can hide the truth. But eventually, the truth will come out and you'll be vindicated. And that's why you must always stand for the truth. In Kenya right now, we thrive in many things. And one of the things I think people are revolting against is listening to lies, deception, and some of the things that are abhorring the whole world when we speak one thing and do the other. As a pastor, I know very well that the commandments form the substratum of every constitution of the world. And one of the things that we must abide by is respecting the sanctity of human life. Whether it is in the womb of a mother and when it is produced, and we can see the reality of it. Now, shooting the leg amounts to killing our children. As a mother, I say no. We cannot stand and not speak about it and speak like it is not happening. When you say shoot the leg, what do you mean? Many of you are working with the health sector. If you are shot in the leg, can you die? Yes. If you are shot in the head, can you die? Yes. Then what we are saying is simple. We need to be decent human beings with a conscience that tells us that our children are asking for what is true and what is just. All they are asking is stop corruption. They are asking for us to make it an environment that they can be able to thrive in. They have gone to school, they want jobs. And all as parents we need to do is to have a listening ear and see the suffering and the groaning of the people and do something about it. In the Proverbs 23, verse 23, it says, buy the truth and do not sell it. The other thing that you must buy and keep is wisdom and instructions and insights. And I'm sure tonight, everything that you have engaged in centers on this. Buy the truth. Do not sell it. Do not tell lies. Do not steal. Do not commit adultery. Do not murder. Do not give false witness. And once we abide by the rules, then you'll be a happy people. The other thing that God loves is a family. A nation is constituted by families coming together. And a family cannot be there without a man and a woman. That is the family I'm referring to, male and female. God created and made sure that they will be productive. So wives, respect and honor your husbands. Submit to them. Submission is not weakness. Submission is strength in itself. I'm in marriage for 36 years now, going to 37. And I can attest, and I'm a testimony that marriage works. And as it is said, marriage is actually a bed of roses, not a bed of petals. If you go to your rose garden and you are not careful to wear some gloves when you are cutting them, you are going to get hurt. It is the same with marriage. It is beautiful, but you must work on it, and work on it with tolerance, with understanding. When you get into marriage, some people get into marriage expecting their partners to love them and to do everything. Now, if you really wanted real love, like the ones we are seeing in the reels, most of us, and I'm a victim, we check with our agencies there. When we go to the media, we browse and we see on the reels. You know this, and I'm talking to my young girls there because we are told as mothers we must talk to our daughters. That is not marriage. Where you go, you knock onto a person and they tell you that you get married, and then the guy is rich, I don't know, there is an inheritance, and you go round. It is not like this. You must come solid, expecting that you are marrying a man who is a human being, who will have an issue. And you yourself, you are also human beings. If you want to marry angels, please go to heaven. And while you are at it, we will be preparing to bury you, because you must die to go to heaven. And therefore, when you live with human beings, expect them to have flaws, work on them day and night. Wives, when you are endowed more than your husband, still remember, you must submit to your husband, love your husband, respect them. Money corrupts, and it can corrupt completely. And many of the women, when we get the money, and maybe the man is not doing very well, that's where the trouble starts. Oh, I have a witness. But this is for another day. For the men, love your wives. Understand them. Even though they are the weaker vessels, let me tell you, we are dangerously endowed